Welcome back, everybody.
Go back. So I'm thinking
Are you?
that, yeah, a little bit. If we're going to start building, because we need to start building something, should we just focus on the lighthouse?
Well, I flattened it out last time. I don't think you know I did that, but I went over there and I flattened it out up the top just to see kind of what it would look like.
I did not know you did that. Flatten it out on the ledge that's sticking out?
Yeah, it's flat up there.
Oh. It must be much bigger than it looks from here.
I don't remember how wide it was now, but I did flatten it. What you see over there is flat. There's that. And then you can easily walk up to the top once you get over there, too. There's no, crazy way up.
So, what kind of material do we need to start working
I think it should just be lots of wool. Like, wool all the way up.
Okay. And that's what I was thinking. It was a possibility. But do we want, red and white wool?
Yeah, that's yeah, probably.
Okay. So we need to get the sheep breeding more.
Right. What does sheep
wool
eat? Is it wheat?
Oh God, you're asking me when I'm the one who was apparently
I don't remember, to be honest.
Crazily trying to herd pigs with the wrong thing. And
well, I mean, that's obviously carrots. Come on, now, Jeff.
Terrible of a person I
am. What's sad is I just had this 9 wheat in my hand, and I was like, "What am I doing with this in my hand?" I'd made it into bread, and I don't eat bread.
I think I got 12 wheat in my hand, but I don't see the sheep.
I guess that's the problem with free range is. But I really don't know what sheep eat. I'll be honest.
There they are. Yeah, it's wheat.
Okay,
confirmed. So I just bred these guys.
I don't think there's a lot of sheep though. I think those are the only two.
Didn't we breed them? But do you think they're dying?
No, I don't remember there being a lot of sheep. I remember we just got the two over, and I've been breeding the cows.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you had been breeding the animals, so I just assumed it was all of them. I took you for your word, and just because you lied to me and all.
I said cows. Maybe I didn't. I don't know.
I don't remember what you said. It's been 4 days. I mean, for you, it was like a blink of an eye because you slept through it all.
I've literally slept 20 hours every day, and the 4 hours I was awake is this weird daze because I'm still drugged on NyQuil or Dayquil. So yeah, it's been just a long. It sucks when you're in the bed that many days because I don't know, I don't know, nothing makes sense. Really, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Nothing makes sense.
It's this weird. I don't know.
I have had those times when I've been sick before. I remember, and it was when I was younger, so I lived at my parents' house. I remember being very confused and waking up and looking at a clock, and I think it was in the middle of winter. And it was 7 o'clock.
Right.
And I walked out. My parents were sitting in the kitchen, and I just said, "Is it 7 o'clock in the morning or at night right now?" Because I had no idea.
Right.
I was so sick. I had been sleeping for about 2 solid days. I'd basically been in and out of bed. I had no idea if it was AM or PM at that point.
Right.
And so I get it. I get the confusion. I also had mono before, so
I don't. That's the weird thing is I hate having the disease and not knowing what it is. I've ruled out strep.
Oh, so here's the deal. I told you when I had mono, my test also came back negative.
Yeah, well, that's what the doctor told me before he even gave me a blood test. He's like, most of the time, the blood test doesn't show results of mono, even if you have it. He's like, I could give you the blood test. He's like, but we're not going to know for sure if it doesn't. If it says negative. It could still be, you still could have it. And I was like, well, let's just do it anyways. And so we did, and it came back negative.
It's the oh my God, as a medical professional, I definitely should know this stuff. The specificity versus, oh my God. The other thing. One is basically it won't give you false positives, whereas the other one is it will give you a positive for it, but it very well could be something else. But you're more likely going to have a positive test, but it might not be completely accurate versus you might get a false negative because it's way more specific. I'm trying to...
I have no idea what you're talking about.
T versus sensitivity. Sensitivity versus specificity.
Okay. This is first I don't know anything about this.
So... let me get a real website to say by real I mean Wikipedia. Just because I'll give you the brief overview. Sensitivity, also called the true positive rate, the recall or probability of detection, measures the proportion of actual positives that are correctly identified. So basically, I get a bunch of positives. If this was a correct positive, that's what sensitivity is. Specificity is also called the true negative rate, which measures the proportion of actual negatives that are correctly identified as such. So that means the mono test is very specific, but you could, like, it's not getting a bunch of false positives, but you might get false negatives. I think I'm saying which one it is appropriately. But it's specificity versus sensitivity is a big medical thing, and basically the catch-all net, but you might be a lot of false positives, or the I'm much more specific to the one thing we're looking for, but you might get a false negative.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, does it make sense at all?
I tried to understand what you were saying, but boy, I didn't. I'm also still very loopy, kind of like the world is a cloudy place.
The world is a cloudy place.
That's the best way I know to describe it. Like, I haven't been off of some kind of quill, be it NyQuil or DayQuil, in many days. 10 days now? 11? 14? I don't know.
Or a porcupine quill.
Yeah, could be. The other thing I want to talk to you about is stone cutting blocks.
Go on.
Apparently, also, they make a lot more stairs. I don't know how to make this block though. You know what I'm talking
don't we have one sitting there? Oh no, I used it at somebody's house, didn't I?
Yeah, I don't know how to make it.
I played with it and we couldn't figure out what it is. I also was told that the reason why I can't do the combines of the like bows and stuff anymore is apparently you need a grindstone for that.
Okay. Well, how do we make the stonecutters block?
You have to look in the library thing. I don't.
What library thing? We got a library?
The little green book.
That green book don't tell me shit. It's the same piece of shit as it always was.
I mean, no, it's got more shit in there.
Yeah, but it don't have the thing. It never has the thing I want to make.
I mean, if you have all the tools for it already, it should, right?
Right. But apparently we don't, and if you know how to find what you need, because it's awful. It's absolutely awful. It's the dumbest thing they've ever added to this game is that.
Let me see. I brought another little. I breeded some sheep on the mainland and brought a baby sheep over here, so we have another one. Let me see. What is this thing we got? Oh, it's a smoker. And what are these blocks that I had made up here?
Not the thing.
I don't know what that is. And a loom. Let's see. You're looking for the grindstone or the stone cutters thing you said?
The stone cutters thing, I think. Stone cutter. Okay, it's 3 stone and 1 iron. I just cooked up some stone to see if I could. Yeah, I cooked up some stone to see if that was the way to get the means to the end.
Oh, I've probably never done that yet. Because if I need to find a grindstone, I bet it's gonna be the same thing too, right? Can you just drop a cobble or a stone on me?
Grindstone is not in that list of things, but you can have that to unlock that real
just
quick.
In case it opens something. It did unlock recipes for like. Oh, it definitely unlocked the machine recipe according to the.
Yeah.
Thing. Photography table, smithing table. I do want to start being able to repair some things.
Okay, so
that didn't help me at all.
Oh, ooh, wow. Okay, ooh, wow. That's efficient. Wonder if it hurts.
How efficient are we talking?
Doesn't hurt me. What if it hurts animals? Need a test.
We need to build a little house then.
Yeah, it's probably time to build some stuff. So I want to make some stairs, but now I wonder if you could make. You got that smooth stone still?
I do.
Can I have it?
Let's see, I'm looking up grindstone just to see if there's. I'm not missing anything that should be making it, but it's really not hard either. It's a stone slab. Ooh. I don't know if this has to be those jungle planks. Maybe that's why. Oh, no.
There's stone stairs now.
I think I remember seeing that.
Not before now.
Seeing that it was a new thing added.
Oh, where the fuck did you see that?
I don't know. Some random YouTube video somewhere.
Okay. It's like what you when you reading patch notes?
No, I'm not reading patch notes. No question about that.
I'm gonna make a second bed since no one else plays on.
I was gonna say, yeah, hell, it's only the two of us. We can actually sleep again. I mean, since the server's still raging full of everybody,
raging
and
full.
their brothers and sisters. Let's see if I can make this grindstone, or if it really has to be. Oh no, that's really grindstone. Very, very cheap to make. Don't know why it wasn't showing up, or if I just missed it. Does this thing actually hurt animals? You said?
Nah, I don't know. I don't think it does. It didn't hurt me.
Okay, so now I got repair and disenchant is what I have.
Okay.
On me. Don't know. I don't have anything to repair right now. Those don't go together. But we have a disenchanter, so it's there. It exists. Did you make that second bed?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm in it. So I will tell you, I had the strangest argument with somebody this week, and it's like it's typical DC, like where I live, but so much worse than you can imagine. Like, so wife was taken.
She was taken. Oh no,
she was taken. She's gone. No, she was taking the oldest kid over to the public pool, which is I haven't been there myself, but it's walking distance. So she was pushing him in the stroller, and I had the baby. And she calls me like 10 minutes after she leaves, and she's like, "Did I leave the towel sitting by the front door?" And I was like, "No, I don't see it anywhere." And she's like, "Can you look outside and see if I like dropped it like somewhere like right in the the sidewalk or something like that right in front of the house?" I said, "I don't see it from the door." And she's like, "Well, can you come down and walk the path that I just took and see if the towel's there?" And I was like, "Tell you what, I'll meet you halfway. I'll put the strap the baby onto my chest and meet you halfway. I'll just come back because I don't feel like walking all the way to where you're at. And if you're just gonna stand there anyway, just come meet me and you'll cover."
And you can at least bring another towel. Did you bring another
this
towel?
This is twice that. And that's what I said. And I said, "Let me grab another towel just in case, like, for whatever happened to it, like, you can't find it. Let me bring another towel for you." So we start walking, and she was, I don't know why she didn't just come back home. Like, because literally I met her, 5 or so blocks away from the house, which is, not very far at all. And we walk, and I meet her, and I have this towel in my hand, and I see her, and I shrug my shoulders as I'm getting close to her to signify like no, did not see any towel on the way. And she doesn't say anything, kind of like is ignoring the fact that I'm like shrugging my shoulders and kind of walking in like this kind of this hissy fit type attitude. You could tell she was like perturbed about something. And I was like, okay. And I was like, she got closer to me, and like we're next to each other now. And I was like, well, here, I don't know. I didn't see it. I don't know if you saw it, but I didn't see it anywhere. So not sure what happened to it. And she goes, "Yeah, that guy's got it and he won't give it back."
What?
And I was like, what guy? And I looked up, and there's just a guy standing on the side of the street, and he's not like, doesn't have a towel or anything. And I was like, what? And she's like, no, not him. Up around the corner, there's somebody sitting there in a chair, and he's got it and he won't give it back. And I was like, what do you mean he won't give it back? She's like, "It's our towel. It's clearly the towel that I brought, and he's holding it, and he says it's his, and he won't give it back."
What the fuck?
And I'm like, "Okay, let me walk with you down there." And mind you, I have a baby strapped to my chest at the time. He's got, the other child in a stroller, so we're walking, and I walk about, block and a half up or so, and literally she's like, "It's that guy right there around the corner," and literally just in an alley between two houses, there's a guy just sitting there in a chair. Like, he's got like 2 chairs, like unfolded lawn chairs, essentially, sitting out there. And on the second chair, literally just draped across the back of the chair, is this very distinct beach towel that is clearly either the one that she just dropped because it was the one that she left the house with, or we have really coincidental taste in towels for this random guy to be on the side of the street for some odd reason there with. And this guy looks like, he was probably in his like late 40s, early 50s, like not a young guy.
Okay.
And he just like, you could tell he just looked like he had this attitude like he didn't give a fuck about anything. And I just walked up to him, and I was already just like mad because of the situation.
Yeah, it's dumbass situation.
Like, yeah, it's stupid. And I walked up to him, and she's like, "Yeah, it's him right there." I argued with him. I told him it was our towel. He just said it's not, and he won't give it back. So I just walked up to him, and I was like, "Look, the towel." Said, "I don't really care about the towel. You can keep the towel. Not that big of a deal, but I'm just going to let you know it is our towel, and I do not appreciate you just trying to pretend it's yours and stealing it from, basically, I know you found it, but stealing it from a child who's going to the pool." And he goes, "Sir, like I told your wife earlier, it's my towel. I bought it from Walmart. I got the receipt for it at home." And I fucking lost it at that point. And I was like, "You have a receipt for a fucking towel?" I was like, "You're a better man than I am. It's my towel, and I don't have a receipt for that towel. You really tell me you have a receipt for that towel at home?" At which point, like, my wife is yelling at me to just go home and, like, because it's not worth it. It's stupid and how dumb it is. And I ended it with, I don't care what you say. You can feel about it however you want to. It's our towel. I don't appreciate it. Don't appreciate you stealing stuff from people in this neighborhood. Like, it's ridiculous. I just turned around and walked away. But who the fuck starts an argument by trying to say that when you're calling out the fact that they took your towel that you clearly dropped on the ground? Like, for one, if you drop a towel and you really want to keep that towel, like, I don't know what's wrong with it. That's why I said it wasn't a big deal. Started it out with, I don't really care, but I'm going to let you know that it's not your towel. But whatever, keep the towel. Who fucking cares? Who's going to run that argument with, "I bought this towel and I have the receipt at home"? Like, that is your immediate go-to response about a towel?
Yeah, no one's keeping towel receipts.
I didn't even know. It's almost like that guy won. Like, he just won right there because I didn't even know what really to say except for to just get angry about the fact of who the fuck keeps a receipt for a towel.
Yeah, no. The moment you said that, that's all I heard too. Was what? You have a receipt?
Yeah, you have a receipt for this towel. It's basically like, you just do touche, sir. You won this game. I almost should have said that. I was so mad though, and had I not had the baby, I probably would have gotten myself killed. Not because I wasn't gonna fight this guy or anything. I'm not like that, but I was so tempted, except for the fact that I had the baby with me, to go home and get all the extra towels that we didn't need and walk them back down there and just give them to him, drop them on the chair and walk away.
You obviously need these more than we do.
So tempted to just be like, "Oh, look, here's some more towels," or to just be a real asshole and just go out there and like hold a big poster board sign just saying, "This man steals towels," and just stand there on the sidewalk because it's public property. I'm allowed to stand there.
Was he drunk or something? Like, why did this man steal your towel?
No, I have no idea. No idea. Because he didn't look homeless. And that's where it was like, if you were homeless, I would more understand like why you're going to be trying to hoard things that aren't yours because you don't have much.
Right.
I don't think he was homeless because he only was sitting there by himself with these two fold-out chairs in this random alley. Like, you think of the alley people behind my house?
Yeah.
But it was a different alley, and it was just him with two chairs.
And a towel.
And a towel. Him, two chairs and a towel. It didn't make any sense. And I will tell you, I'm going to interrupt this story because where did you flatten out this area? And how do you get up to this area?
Okay, listen.
The lighthouses could go?
All right, I'll take you. I'll show you.
I'm like close to it. I just can't get to it. I went up the other mountain thinking I would see like a path.
No, like I came in from the water. There's stairs at the water, in fact.
Oh, I did not come in from the water. Maybe that is why.
I'm swimming over. But I'm making stairs up to the top now too.
Yeah. I don't. What? How do you respond to somebody who says that they have a receipt for a towel that they clearly just took, not took from you? And that's the thing is people are going to say he didn't take it from you. He found it fair and square. Touche. Sure, he did. But if you take a towel that you found on the ground and somebody comes up to you 5 minutes later
Right,
and
and they're
says,
like, "This
"Oh,
is
I
my
think
towel."
you found my towel," like
Right.
that, I'm coming back. Like poor kid is sitting there in a swimsuit, like in the stroller, getting ready to go to a pool, like, and you just I don't know.
Wait, this is not the way. This is the way. Yeah, I'm gonna make stairs up. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. Whoop! I fell off. I was flattening it a little bit more just now, just because it did look a little bit smaller than I thought it was.
Well, I almost think the stairs either need to kind of go like this did and kind of zigzag randomly up one side, or circle.
Yeah, I was thinking circle might be cooler. Like
circle might look pretty cool for sure.
But yeah, I think this height maybe. You think it's enough room?
Depends on how big you want this thing to be.
It shouldn't be super big. But it doesn't get much wider as you go down. That's the thing. Now, we could take it down further.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't get that much wider as you go down. I guess we can do it like this because it really doesn't get that much wider. Go down.
It doesn't need to be a super big build. Just something that
they didn't add any new like lighting mechanics too.
They added the new lanterns, but they didn't add anything super cool like a lighthouse.
Nothing like gives off light other than in a circle.
Right.
I'm trying to think how we can make it the coolest way to look like it's actually like a lighthouse spinning around in a circle. And
you could technically do like a minecart that's on a track and that has pistons under it and a glowstone beside, like, so the pistons block the glowstone.
Or just multiple minecarts that are going in a circle that has one gap.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know if those will stay in time though.
I don't know if they will either. We'll find out. We'll experiment with a lot of different things on how that might work.
In terms of height, right here. That's a screenshot. 100. Okay, so we got, doesn't need to be that much higher. We could go down like 2 more blocks.
Because we don't want it to go into cloud level.
Yeah. They must have clouds off, or there are none.
Oh, I don't have my clouds off apparently because I see plenty of them.
Here we go. Clouds.
I will. Hold on, I can tell you exactly where cloud level is.
Oh yeah, we're pretty close to it, aren't we?
Yeah, we're relatively close to it. So. I don't know. I'm clicking multiple times. I can just hold. So that is the last block right there.
That's plenty high for it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, my head is at the just below cloud level right here, and I'm standing on 126. So probably my face 128 is cloud level, I guess.
Okay.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be like, Jeff should know what cloud level is by now. Played this game for 6 years. Nothing's ever changed in this game once. He should know everything about it.
Yeah, it hurts really hard to laugh. It's the one thing I cannot do right now is laugh. It hurts so bad.
That's okay. You're not known for your laugh or anything.
I'm going to bring it down 2 more levels.
Okay. I'm going to go
slightly wider, too.
I just jumped off the top of this thing into the water and almost landed on a random floating piece of dirt in the middle. Can you imagine if I died to the one random piece of dirt that's just hanging out there?
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
They want to kill the dragon soon, by the way, so we need to get armored up enough that we don't die to that.
They know that any team events happen on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Right?
Well, Bria did suggest that we do it on a Thursday, whether or not that's what happens, or Tuesday or Thursday.
I was kidding, but I like that.
Yeah.
This guy's shooting lampoons.
Everyone else seems okay with, except for Bash, just because it's late at night for him. So.
But I mean, anything that. But wait, do we not have any other Europeans playing anymore?
I don't think so. Arcus, but he keeps our schedule now. Can you think of anyone else?
I'm trying to think of who.
Like Milby doesn't play Minecraft.
Yeah, that's a shame. I haven't seen that guy forever.
I still play Mario Kart with him, and we do the show.
Let's see. Just got back in bed to make sure there's no phantoms that come. Yeah, that is kind of a problem with this widespread or free range island here. It's definitely harder to get to the animals when they're needed.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to leave them free range.
I'm wondering if it'd be worth it to get a couple of them in a cage that we can just keep,
Right.
Eventually, like if we're just doing the sheep thing, though, you'd think that we're going to eventually get to the point where there's so many of them that...
Right. They're just everywhere.
Excuse me. Let's see. We'll need, I would say, some form of glowstone. We'll need a red wool, mainly white wool, I would say. Some red wool and bass. I guess it's not really going to be that complex of a build unless we plan on doing something inside of it.
No, I don't think we are either. Like, I think it's just for looks,
just
really.
Visual aesthetics.
Yeah.
All these baby, I guess we need to keep them in range here because they're not growing up.
Oh, because we're not loading the chunk.
Mm-hmm. So I was gonna stay over here.
Just sit there.
I'll stay here. I am cow man or sheep man. God, there's so many chickens.
Yeah, because you had all those eggs. I just threw them all. And there's more eggs. I think we just throw them every time we get them, and so there's just it's constant.
I wonder if there's any new mechanisms for things like sheep farms.
I don't think there's anything new in terms of making them breed faster or anything like that. If that's what you mean.
Well, or automation in.
No, I don't think there's anything that breeds them for you or anything like that.
Are you sure there's not like a sheep breeding block that's been added with all the other modded Minecraft type stuff?
I don't believe that there has been. Huh.
I'll tell you, that would make it easier.
It would. And they probably will add that stuff since they're making the whole game a modded game now.
Or too bad our spawner is a skeleton spawner and it's not a spider spawner.
Why?
Do we get string? Like wool?
Well, I think in the long run you're going to get more use out of what we got.
Well, until we get infinity bows.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Just grow hemp.
Is hemp in the game now?
No.
Oh. I did for the first time today. I had to go to a meeting up at our corporate level, and had some time to kill, so I went and got a haircut before the meeting, and I drove past literally this giant building that just said medical dispensary on the front of it, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize that they advertised them that that heavily.
Oh god, yeah. I'm surprised you haven't seen them whenever we go places like San Francisco and stuff, because they're not medical. They're just like, get your pot here, guy out there fucking spinning a sign and shit.
Oh, really? They got the sign spinners involved
in
that stuff too? Man, that's how you know they made it.
Looks like we made it. All right, I'm gonna get in the bed.
Okay, I will also.
Cow's just walking over me while I try to sleep. All right. How much glowstone do we have?
Did we bring it back here with us?
Yeah, it just looks different, so you're not gonna see it. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Like, Yeah, you got it.
16. I'm gonna put some on the walkway up, I guess, as it goes around the thing. But yeah, I guess we should get in this episode here, and we'll try to get walkway up and start placing wool within the next episode.
Yeah, I guess we don't have that much wool yet, but
Yeah,
we could
at least get the
try.
walkway done.
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.